from physics, okay, where a ball is given to you and this ball will be looking like this, okay. This ball is looking like this, and when this ball is just given some, is just thrown upward from the surface of the earth. This is the ball, right? And this ball is thrown upward from the surface of the earth, right? Let us say this is the earth from which this ball is thrown upward. The question is that what is the maximum height attained by this ball when this ball is thrown with an initial velocity. So, for the initial velocity, this is earth, right? This is earth, right? And we can say this is the reference through which this ball is thrown upward, and definitely this ball will go upward into this direction, and after reaching certain height this ball will be stable, and let us say this ball reaches till this point, right? Now the question is that what is the till what height this ball reaches, okay? What is the maximum height of this ball attained by this ball? Let us assume S as the displacement which happened from the initial position to the final position, right? So this position is initial, right? From the very beginning, you can say this is the first position, right? And this is the final position of the ball, right? We know the concept that for the initial position there will be initial velocity, and that is u, isn't it, represented by a small u. And when the ball reaches the final position, the ball is having its velocity v, right? The same representation is used over here, right? Now this question is given that the ball is thrown with an initial velocity of 18 kilometer per hour, right? This is given to you, 18 kilometer per hour. My dear friends, it's also given that the value of g, acceleration due to gravity, is 10 meter per second square, not 10 meter 9.8. Instead it's given as 10 meter per second square, right? Now the question is that what we need to understand, that which formula will be applied over here. If this is considered as reference, then v is equal to u plus at, right? va square minus u square equal to 2as, the three basic formulas which you remember, right? And s equal to ut plus half at square. If you remember, these were our formulas, right? So you need to select which formula will be used over here to calculate this displacement s, right? This is the question, what is this s, right? And what is the value of this s displacement? So my dear friends, here we can see that if this is the point of reference, then all the values above this earth is considered plus, right? All the values of physical quantities, and all the values below here is considered minus, right? Plus and minus, this need to be understand. Why? Otherwise your answer will vary, right? This is a general assumption that need to be kept in mind. Now if you know the ball is kicked off with some velocity imparted with some initial velocity, that is 18 kilometer per hour, and it reaches to a final position, so definitely ball goes into this direction, and after reaching this point, the final position, the ball's final velocity will be equal to how much, tell me? Definitely ball will not be go beyond this position, so the final velocity which is represented by v is equal to 0, isn't it? Is equal to 0. Now if the final velocity of the ball is 0, then we know u, we know u, we know v, right? These values are known to us. Then which component will be used? You can see we are not knowing the value of time. So just leave this equation v equal to u plus at, right? And also leave this equation because here also we have t, this time, and here also we have time, a component, right? So leave this, leave s equal to ut plus half at square, leave v equal to u plus at, and just select this one, v square minus u square equal to 2as. This will be the formula which will be used in our solution to solve the given numerical, right? Now my dear friends, since v square minus u square equal to 2as, a is acceleration which is given to you as g, that is 10 meter per second square. Now acceleration is acting downward, right, into this direction, downward, right? You can see if this is the reference, then acceleration acting downward is 10 meter per second square. But since it's acting downward and its direction, ball is kicked off from the ground, so below this all values will be negative, so g will also be negative, right? As I said, all the values below the earth will be negative, right? So the value of g, the value of g will be 10, but effective value which is considered into our solution will be minus 10 meter per second square, right? This we need to understand, right? All the physical quantity above will be positive, plus 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 plus, and below it will be minus 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 minus. Matlab, I mean to say below this position, right? Now from here we see v is 0 and u is 18 kilometer per hour, but the unit of acceleration due to gravity is in meter and second. So just convert this kilometer per hour in meter and second. So u is basically 18 kilometer per hour. So when we convert it into meter per second, so this will be 18 into kilometer converted into meter will be 1000 meter, and hour converted into minutes will be 60, and when converted into seconds it will be again 60. So this will be the value, right? Now when you just solve it, two zeros will be cancelled over here, right? 6 will cancel this 18 in 3 times, and 3 will cancel this 6 in 2 times, and 2 will cancel this 10 in 5. So the value of u is coming as 5 meter per second. So what was there in kilometer per hour is converted into meter per second, right? Now my dear friends, sorry. So my dear friends, here u is the value, initial velocity which is known to you. Now use this formula which we have selected, right? Using the known values, right? The formula which we have selected is v square minus u square equal to 2us. So just write it, v square minus u square is equal to 2 into a. A is basically your acceleration, so this is value is minus 10 meter per second square. So just write over g once, thereafter we place the value into s. This s is required to be calculated, right? The maximum displacement, so this will be s, right? Now when you just put up the value of v, v is 0, so just put up the value of here 0, v is 0 square or 0, minus u square, u is 5, so this will be 5 square equal to 2 into g. The value of g is minus 10, right? Because it's acting downward, all the values under below the reference level, right? So it will be minus 10, right, multiplied with s, right? Now when you solve it, you can first of all you can cancel this minus and this minus, right? Then 5 into 5, 25, right? So it will be 25 divided by 2 into 10, 20. This is the value of the maximum height, and when you just solve it, you get it as 5 4 20, 5 5 25. So this is coming as 5 by 4, right? And when you finally solve it, you will get the value of S, maximum height, maximum height. This is the maximum height attained by the ball is S is equal to 5 by 4. Just solve it. It is coming as 414, carry 1.010428, carry 245. So 1.25 meter is your maximum height attained by this ball when it is S is 1.25 meter, my dear friends, when this ball is kicked off or thrown with an initial velocity of 18 km per hour and with an acceleration due to gravity is given to you as 10 meter per second square. This will be the maximum height attained by the ball, right? And this is our answer, my dear friends. And why we have not considered out which formula is considered out of all these three, we have discussed that here t is a variable to us, which is an extra unit to us, and here also t is there, you can see t. So that's why we have not selected first equation and the third equation, and we have selected the equation v square minus u square equal to 2as, right? So this is selected, right? So my dear friends, using this we just put up the values considering that g is acting downward. So considering this as a reference level from where the ball is kept, so g is acting downward, so that's why the value of g is taken as negative minus 10 meter per second square, right? And all the values above it, that is u is taken as positive plus 18 kilometer per hour, right? B is taken as positive, b equal to b is 0, doesn't matter it's positive or negative, but all the things, all the physical quantity above it is positive, so u above the reference level, so u positive, right? B above the reference level, b is also positive, right? G below the reference level, so g is negative, right? Considering this and using the formula v square minus u square equal to 2as, we just put up the values over here, just simply solve it, and you get the maximum height attained by the ball is s, which is your displacement or height, which is 1.25 meter, my dear friend. And in this way we can just solve such question, my dear friends, right? Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye. Happy learning.